YouTube fam? It's your boy Max back with another YouTube video, and hopefully all of you were having a great day so far. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the content that Battlefield 6 is bringing for this weekend, and we're also going to be discussing how good the Battlefield 6 anti-cheat is and how good it's been doing this past weekend on the beta. So strap the fuck in, because this is going to be a banger video. And before we get into that, if you guys enjoy this video, please hit your boy up with a like the fucking video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you can see my new videos, and let's get right the fuck into it. So we all know how bad Call of Duty has been recently when it comes to updates, when it comes to content, and especially when it comes to the anti-cheat. And this has been the biggest problem when it comes to Call of Duty, has been the lack of quality with the anti-cheat, the lack of content, the reused content. They've been reusing a lot of content for their updates and for their games. And Battlefield 6 is just absolutely showing them up, boys. They're showing them up right now, and it's not even close. It's just the beta, and they're already coming out with new content. And they didn't even have to do this. They literally didn't even have to do this. But they're doing it anyway because they know what the fuck is up. So basically, we have a new map and also 2 new game modes coming out with this update, as you can see here in the picture. So there's going to be a new map, there's going to be 2 new game modes, and there might even be new guns. If there's new guns, oh my god, this game is just absolutely cooking. DICE is absolutely on a roll. They've definitely seen the reception that 2042 got, and they're just fixing everything that everyone's been complaining about. They're going back to their roots. This is exactly what Call of Duty needs to be doing. Call of Duty could still be just as successful as it once was. They really could be. All they have to do is make a few changes, listen to the community, make it a little more immersive. I don't mind some of the flashy skins, but when they go overboard with how they did with Black Ops 6, all these crazy-ass, weird-ass animated skins, all these weird-ass anime skins, chick skins, all that shit, if they just switched it up a bit, you know what I'm saying? Kind of go back to their roots a little bit, kind of what Battlefield's doing here, I'm telling you, people will come back and play. They're not completely lost. Obviously, they still have a decent fan base. They still have a decent player count, but they could bring it back to the BO2 days where there was over 1 million people playing the game every single day. They could bring it back to those successful ass days if they just lock in and listen to the community, do what DICE is doing right now. I mean, they're literally showing you how it's done. They're showing you how it's done. I'm going to say it, and I know this is going to probably make some people mad, but honestly, Call of Duty has what it takes. They have what it takes, but I honestly do think that them seeing how successful Battlefield 6 has been is going to wake them up and make them see what we want as a community and what we want for a game like Call of Duty. And I do think that they could bring this back. I do think in the future they can make a comeback. They might actually make some really good changes that'll actually make the game good. The game is decent, like Black Ops 6. Obviously, I've played it quite a bit, and I've had my fun with it, but it's not nearly as good as games in the past. It's not nearly as close in the quality. They've been lazy with some shit, a lot of bugs in the game, a lot of shit that don't work. The content has been lazy, a lot of reused content, reused guns, reused everything. If they just lock in and fucking do what needs to be done to this game, I'm telling you, they'll make a huge comeback. And honestly, having 2 successful FPS games to switch back and forth to is going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be way less boring. We're going to have more options to choose from. And if these 2 competitors just keep doing what they're doing, they're going to keep pushing each other to make higher and higher quality games, and they'll both be successful. I feel like there's just big misconception with the videos I've been making recently that like people think that I just like want to hate on Call of Duty and that I'm really negative and all that shit. But honestly, I'm just speaking my opinions on what the current state of Call of Duty is. I do want Call of Duty. I want to make this clear to you. I do want Call of Duty to be successful. I do think they can be successful and will be successful again, as successful as they once were. Just because I've been saying my opinions on what I've been thinking about the recent games doesn't mean that I hate Call of Duty. I just want them to keep pushing the quality, keep making the games better, and not making the games worse like they have been the past 3 or 4 years. The game has just been going downhill. They've been doing this thing where they'll drop a game, and then the next game after that is just a $70 DLC for that. They did that with MW2. MW3 came out. It was using the same engine. I know they did good in the very end. They made a lot of changes to make that game good, but Black Ops 6 hasn't done that. Black Ops 6 hasn't done that. And I'm scared for Black Ops 7 because of how lazy they were with Black Ops 6. And Black Ops 7 it just seems like it's going to be another one of those $70 DLC situations where it's using the same engine. It's going to be a lot of reused stuff. They're trying to reuse a lot of assets from the past. Like a lot of people in my comments have been saying that it looks like they're going to be reusing a lot of assets from Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, my bad, when it comes to like the robots and all that and certain shit. So I just don't want them to be lazy anymore. I want them to actually come up with original new ideas, but also stay grounded to the fact of what Call of Duty should be and be based in reality. We need that immersion back. I don't mind some of the flashy skins, but when you go overboard with it like they've done in Black Ops 6, it completely ruins the immersion. Doesn't even feel like a fucking game, war game anymore. They even said that they don't want to bring skins from MW3 into Black Ops 6 because they want it to feel like the Cold War era or the Gulf War era. But look at the skins they've added. Those are supposed to be from the Gulf War era. Those are supposed to make it feel like it's from the Gulf War era. So I just really hope that this is going to be a big wake-up call for Call of Duty and they actually get their shit together and start making higher quality games instead of going in reverse. But we have another thing to talk about in this video, boys, is the anti-cheat with Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6's anti-cheat has been absolutely killing it. I know a lot of people have been annoyed with the whole secure boot thing, having to turn on secure boot or else you can't play the game. But this is what we've needed. If we need to do this shit, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if it ruins my privacy or whatever. I will fucking do it to be in a game where there's no cheaters. I'm not saying there is going to be no cheaters at all, because I did hear there's going to be some workarounds with DMA cards and they can get away with that sort of shit in some sort of way. I don't know all that shit, but all I know is they've been absolutely killing it with this anti-cheat. I haven't ran into any cheaters. I haven't seen clips of any cheaters. The only clips I've seen a couple clips. I will say that I have seen a couple clips of people cheating, but those cheaters have already been dealt with quick as fuck. Most people that have tried to cheat on this game, they get caught before they even try to play the game. Just from loading up the game, that secure boot shit fucking works, boys. If Call of Duty is going to bring secure boot to Black Ops 7, I honestly do think it's going to make a huge difference. And that's going to be one of the biggest factors when it comes to people enjoying the game is the fucking anti-cheat and people cheating within the game. Because we all know Warzone is fucking flooded with cheaters. I'll play a few games and I'll run into at least one or two cheaters. It's fucking horrible. So if secure boot's going to work, let's fucking do it. So here's a screenshot of Battlefield 6 addressing that they have currently dealt with over 330,000 cheating attempts. They've prevented over 330,000 people from cheating in their video game, and that was just for the weekend of the beta. So imagine like total, like that's already more numbers than fucking Black Ops 6 put up in the first few months of it being released. And this was just in 4 days of it being live, boys. So imagine how good it's going to be when the game is actually live, how many people they're going to get rid of throughout the whole lifetime. This anti-cheat really works, and I'm honestly really glad that Call of Duty is following in its footsteps and doing the same things to their anti-cheat to make their anti-cheat better. They could have done it a little sooner. That it just goes to show you that they weren't really giving a fuck, because they could have done this a lot sooner, but since they seen the fucking success of Battlefield 6, now they're starting to wake up and suddenly realize, oh wait, maybe we should actually make our anti-cheat better so people come back to our game as well. So that's a good thing for Call of Duty. It's a good thing for both of them. This is just the best thing that has happened in the last 5 years, in my opinion. This Battlefield 6 being so good and being so successful is really going to increase the quality of these FPS games. Even though Battlefield 6 is already a high quality, it's just they're gonna keep competing back and forth, and they're just both gonna get better. So this is really good. This is really good in my opinion for both games. And that's all I really had to talk about. I want to know what you guys think though. Drop a comment down below. Do you think Call of Duty Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7 will get any better? Do you think Call of Duty will have a comeback in the future because of this shit? Do you think they're actually going to improve the quality because of how successful Battlefield 6 has been? Let me know down in the comments down below. I would love to see what you guys are thinking. And before we get out of the video, if you guys enjoyed this fucking video, please help your boy out. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and turn on that notification bell so you can see my new videos when they go live. And we will see you guys in the next fucking video. Peace out, boys.